Hello, me peeps. Today we're going to be talking about the all famous but not very known um, Armstrong Tower. Like the Armstrong Tower, it's a tower that should be famous, but I don't hear much people talk about it at all, really. Like, seriously. Feast your eyes on the Armstrong Tower. Alright, so when I first seen this, I was just like, bro, is this a pylon tower that was repurposed as a radio tower? Like, seriously, it looks like a pylon tower. Like, looks like there used to be like quite a few pylon towers for an entire line of power lines and stuff, but they were taken down and only one was left up, and somebody turned it into a radio tower, and thus the Armstrong Tower was born. Well, at least what we know it for. But I don't think so. There's no evidence, so I'm just going to say that it was just built like this. Like, I'm pretty sure this was built in the 30s. I'm pretty sure. I think maybe, I don't know. So yeah, the 30s, they probably thought that you would need the antennas to be spreaded far apart from the tower, so they added these six arms. So yeah, it just makes it look like a pylon tower. I should show Sean this tower. He must already know about this, but I'm still going to show him it and just say that this looks just like a pylon tower that was transformed into a radio tower. So yeah, this here's the mother of all FM towers, because this here is actually the first FM tower ever. So yeah, it's pretty cool how this is the first one and it's still around today. Because how old it is, like, seriously, I'm pretty sure it was from the 30s, maybe 40s. I don't know. Like, I do know it was built a long, long time ago, very long time ago. So we know what the first FM tower looks like, but what is the first AM tower? That's what I've been trying to find out as well. Maybe I'll find out. So let's just take a look at the overall structure. So at the top, we have about quite a lot of antennas, just little antennas, a few different antennas here and there, with two arms sticking out, as you can see, that are holding the antennas and stuff. So its beacon. This is what I've been wondering for quite a while, but recently I actually found out what beacon it had thanks to a very high quality picture of it. Because for some reason all the pictures I've seen of this tower, or at least all the ones where the top is being showed, were all low quality. It's like Google Images didn't want me to find out what beacon it has. The arms, they're pretty big and they're pretty wide. They're very, very far out. They're bigger than the pylon arms. So yeah, I wouldn't. Why would this be used as a pylon tower? The arms are way too big. I'm guessing that if it was used as a pylon tower, um, imagine if it was, at least, I would imagine it being used to hold up multiple lines on the tower, like quite a lot. Great. I was just talking about the beacon and then I started talking about the arms again. I just realized that. So thanks to an actual high quality picture of this tower that showed the top of it, I found out that this tower. Oh, wait, no. I should tell you its beacon when I actually get to the beacons, and I'll show you old pictures and stuff. So yeah, yeah. So that's the top. It has two antennas with bat wings on them, and only one of them has a beacon. You can kind of guess which one it is. So yeah, here's the next two arms. They're not that clustered with antennas like the top, but they're still clustered, but not that much. So yeah, like it's pretty much the same. So yeah, and then we got the bottom, which has it has different antennas from what we've seen. As you can see, like This one and this one, they look different. They kind of look like thicker antennas, while these others are skinny. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Just that's how I describe it. And then we get to the bottom where it actually spreads out. So we got some cell antennas, microwave antennas, and well, microwave dishes. They're not antennas; they're dishes. So yeah, we got quite a lot of stuff at the bottom, you know. And then we got wires and cables just running up the entire tower because there's a hell of a lot of antennas on this tower. I don't ever see this tower getting put out of use. You know, like this tower will forever be used for at least one thing. I can definitely see that. All right, let's get to old pictures now so we can get into the beacons. This is what I've been waiting for. So here's an old picture of the tower. As you can see, the 6 arms weren't so clustered with antennas. Like the only visible antennas I can see on the arms are this long one that connects from arm to arm, this one here, and then wow, there's no antennas that I can see up there. Though this is a low quality black and white picture, so there might be smaller antennas are hidden because the lower quality camera that was used to take this picture and stuff. So yeah, I think there might be more antennas. And as you can see, the wires and all that crap that are in the middle of the tower are not there. So yeah, I'm guessing the wires back then weren't so big, you know, so they weren't so big and fat that they were always so noticeable, so very visible and stuff. And as you can see, I can't see anything on the actual on the bottom. You can see here's another picture that it's actually in color. So I'm guessing this was like the 70s or 80s. That's what I'm guessing. But as you can see, the tower now has 2 antennas that connect from arm to arm. So there's that. I already know that those aren't there anymore. And you know the funny thing is, it looks like they were painted as well. Like you can see some red here, some red there, but you're not able to see any color here. So yeah, I guess they were painted. It's pretty nice. Then at the top you can see this is where all the antennas were starting to appear and stuff. Can't see the 2 antennas, the batwing antennas. I'm guessing weren't added during this time, which I'm surprised because I thought batwing antennas were like a 70s, 80s, 90s thing, you know. So yeah. Then here's more quite a bit more antennas from the last picture on these arms, you know. And at the bottom, we got quite a few antennas on these 2 arms, like very much, like much more than the other picture we looked at. And then are those cell antennas? So yeah, like cell towers they were around ever since the 70s. So if this was the 70s or 80s, and I guessing those are early cell antennas, like seriously. So yeah, then we got that microwave dish, then those other antennas. I think those might be cell antennas, maybe not, I don't know. So there's like a 70s 80ish picture of it. I believe it's from that time, maybe the 90s. I don't know. All right, so I'm people are waiting for me at Discord to join a call. So I'm going to fly through a lot of this. So yeah, here's another old picture which I think is from the 70s or 80s as well. As you can see, those 2 antennas that connect are still there. Then we got I think these are the same amount of antennas like the other picture, but I do see something new. That might be a dish, I think, along with that as well. And then as you can see, there's a maybe I think this picture might be older since because since a lot of the antennas on the bottom of the tower are missing and stuff. So yeah, I think this might be an older picture of the tower than the other one we looked at. So yeah, pretty nice though. And then here's what it looks like today. I think, unless if it got new antennas and here and there and stuff, you know. But yeah, this is what it looks like now. Okay, now it's time to reveal the beacons that this tower has and had. So when it was first built, it had an old school incandescent because old school incandescents were the only beacons back when this tower was built. So of course it would get an old school incandescent. So it looks like it was held up by two little antennas, I'm guessing. I don't know how many sets of markers it had during this time when it had its old school incandescent, but it did have side markers on the arms itself, like on the tips of the arms, like here, 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 and whatever, like around those parts of the tower, you know. I don't know if every single arm got one or not, but I think it would be cool. But if not, then there's just some arms like on the middle arms and bottom arms, and then some at the bottom. So yeah. So maybe there's some at the top. But I don't think there is. There is no video of this tower at night that I know of, so I can't really confirm if it has markers on all of the arms. So yeah. Um, Now let's show something else I think is actually kind of crazy. The bottom of the tower actually has side markers too, like not on the arms, but actually on the around this part of the tower here. So yeah, like it also has markers too. I don't know if they're leftover markers from the old school incandescent. If so, I would imagine them connecting with the new one. So yeah. Um, so there's its old beacon setup, old school incandescent with a few mysteriously placed markers around the tower. And now let's take a look at its new beacon. Right now it has a modern incandescent. So I'm guessing it got its modern incandescent when it got its batwing antennas. So yeah, you know, at least it doesn't have an LED. At least it actually has it got a proper replacement because it had a night mode only beacon before this, and it was replaced by another night mode only beacon. So yeah, it's basically the same beacon, but a more modern version. So yeah, but they're still different from each other. So it's a different beacon and stuff. So yeah, I like how this tower had both the old school and the modern incandescent beacons in its lifetime. It's pretty cool. I it still has markers on its arms, but I bet it kind of lost a few. That's my guess at least. Here's one of the sets of markers on one of the arms. Now I'm not too sure which arm this is. So yeah, every well every arm, if not all, some arms, if not all arms, have a few. They have like DOL markers, which DOL stands for double obstruction light. Double obstruction lights. Like as you can see, double markers. So yeah, they're called double obstruction lights, or DOL for short, for short, not shirt. So like I never known that until I seen a video of a guy replacing the bulbs inside of one of these things on another tower. So yeah, now I know. So I hope every single arm has one of these. I know the bottom set of arms do, and maybe the middle set. Here's the bottom set. I believe it's the bottom set because you can see the next set of arms here. Like there's one arm there, and then if you look behind it, you're able to see a white part of the tower. So that means that that's not the top set. The tower that's we're like at the halfway point of the tower in this picture. So we're at the second and third set of arms. So the bottom set of arms have markers. They're also DOL markers. So that's pretty nice. Here's a picture of it in the sunset. This here is literally the only picture we have of the tower with all of its markers and beacons light up. Okay, this is the only picture of the tower at night we have with its beacon system lit up and all that crap. I remember finding this on a school computer, and I was able to see the incandescent flashing in the picture, but no matter how many times I tried, I couldn't find a high quality picture of this video, so I can't show you it actually flashing. But I do swear, in this picture, the incandescent was actually flashing. Too bad it's not a video and it's not pitch black, because I want to see its markers all lit up and stuff, so I can see if all six arms have markers. So yeah, if I had to give this tower a rating, I would say this is a 10 out of 10 tower. It's a very rare looking well, no, not very rare. We got pylons that look similar to this and stuff. This is basically a kind of like a pylon, but still, it's kind of rare to see a tower like this. So yeah, especially with the beacon setup, markers on the arms and stuff and all that crap. Like you don't see this every day. So this here is it's a 10 out of 10 tower. And I also like how it has so many markers on it. I mean, antennas. It has a hell of a lot of antennas on it. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to try to find a video of this tower at night. Hopefully, there's one that exists. I have a feeling there's probably not one. Like this here is the very first FM tower, but nobody has ever filmed it at night. Seriously, people, seriously. The tower is close to New York, but too far away to see it in a drone video of downtown New York at night. So yeah, sadly though, there's really no other big city that this tower is close to. So I don't think I'll ever see this tower at night unless I search up the highway that it's on at night. So wish me luck. So see you guys later. Bye.